Hello everyone, so here we will explain the contents of the poster that we have been working on together about climate change. In our group there is Khoirul Nur Adhi K45210052, Esti Atikah K45211035, Dyah Ayu Saraswati Adimudra K45211031, dan Helga Putri Chrisanda K45211039. Why we choose this topic? Because one of the most controversial issues about the environment or ecosystem today is the issue of climate change. Climate change is having an impact on our planet and its life. So first, what is climate change? According to Ministry of the Environment 2001, climate change is a change in the physical condition of the Earth's atmosphere, including temperature and distribution of rainfall, which has a wide impact on various sectors of human life. And next, there is fun fact about climate change. Did you know that more than 1 million species are at risk of extinction by climate change? That based on National Geographic article by Stephen Leahy, 2019. Almost half of all amphibians are at risk of extinction due to climate change. So this could be a reality if we don't act soon. Extinction is a natural phenomenon claiming about 5 species per year, but some experts suggest we're in the midst of the sixth mass extinction, one that is caused mostly by human activity. Scientists estimate dozens of species of plants and animals currently go extinct each day, nearly 100 times the natural rate. Next.
So here's the causes of the climate change. These are natural mechanisms, deforestation, ozone layer depletions, and greenhouse gases. For natural mechanisms, these are include variations in solar radiation, variations in the Earth's orbit, mountain breaking, continental drift, and changes in naturally emitted greenhouse gas concentrations. Second one is deforestation. This is the destruction of the vegetation as a result of the activities of man and his domestic animals or in search of economic benefits. It is also well known as fact that vegetation is important in reducing carbon dioxide by absorbing it to perform photosynthesis and releasing oxygen, which in return reduces the heating effect of the Earth's atmosphere. The third one is ozone layer depletion. Ozone is an unstable diatomic molecule of oxygen. It occurs at about 20 kilometers above the Earth's surface. It protects the Earth by deflecting back much of the ultraviolet rays of the sun. It is very unstable, and one of its molecules is easily displaced to reduce it to diatomic molecule. The last one is greenhouse gases. Named after the greenhouse effect, the gases released from industries, vehicles, and first burning form an invisible particle or gas layer in the upper atmosphere. This reflects back solar radiation's reflection back of the Earth's surface. This is increases the temperature on the Earth's surface. Next.
Okay, next about the impacts of climate change divided into two parts. There are physical impacts and non-physical impacts. The first one in physical impacts, there are First, changes in the water cycle and expansion of the tropics. The condition of the Earth's surface is getting hotter, causing change in the water cycle, both in the ocean and in the atmosphere. Warming of the sea surface in the tropics causes evaporation to increase. At the same time, there is also an increase in the volume of water in cloud formation. As a result, there is rainfall with a higher intensity. Second is climatic and seasonal anomalies. The impact of climate and seasonal anomalies, for example, is a decrease in agricultural and plantation production in 2010 when rain continued to lash the sugarcane plantation area, resulting in a decrease in sugar production. Excessive rainfall not only reduces sugarcane yield, but also makes it difficult for farmers to harvest sugarcane. Third, change in the frequency of El Nino and La Nina. El Nino is defined as a phenomenon in the equatorial Pacific Ocean, which is characterized by a positive difference between the sea surface temperature, or SST, while La Nina is the opposite of El Nino condition, or the cold phase of ENSO or El Nino Southern Oscillation. Next is forest fire. Increasing drought is falling forest fires. Although almost all forest fires are caused by human factors, forest fires accelerate sharply if there is a day without rain for more than a week. During the El Nino year, cases of forest and land fires increase sharply. On the other hand, in La Nina or wet dry years, forest fires are reduced. Next is increased incidence of tornadoes. Global warming will increase the surface temperature, causing an increase in the difference in the air pressure between one area and another. This condition can trigger an increase in the frequency of tornado occurrence. 6 is rock and the high waves in the sea. Rapid sea level rise in coastal area due to rising tides. This event is caused by changes in the physical structure of the land surface in coastal area, which cause seawater intrusion into coastal areas. Rising sea levels due to global warming will increase the risk of tidal waves. There are 6 physical impacts of climate change. Next, we talk about non-physical impacts. First is health. Increasing cases of disease caused by climate change, like cases of dengue fever and malaria, and increasing an acute respiratory infection. Second is infrastructure damage. The structure of the building, especially the maximum bearing capacity and capacity, can be affected when the rainfall is very high. One of the consequences of extreme rainfall affecting infrastructure is storms and floods. Third is energy. Decreased rainfall intensity in the dry season and increased drought will reduce water supply and affect water availability, especially in hydroelectric power plants. 4 is water resources. Changes in rainfall patterns can have an impact on reducing the availability of surface water and decreasing water quality due to the concentration of pollutants in surface water, which is decreasing in quantity. Next is agriculture. The impacts in agriculture. There is shift in the rainy and dry season can affect the pattern of planting time and changes in cropping patterns. Next, changes in temperature can cause increased attacks of pests and disease or plant-disturbing organism, or OPT, and leaf storage on vegetables. Change in wind patterns can lead to the spread of pests, disruption of pollination and fertilization. 6 is marine and fisheries. Seasonal shifts can cause changes in the timing and types of fish caught. Next, 7 is travel. Due to rising temperatures can changing seasonal pattern, several types of flora and fauna and threatened with extinction. Various flora and fauna have become the charm of Indonesian tourism. Eight, there is forestry. Increased temperatures and change in rainfall patterns, such as prolonged dry season, can increase the risk of forest and land fires and threaten water availability. Changes in biodiversity can occur due to changes in temperature and rainfall patterns due to extreme climates. On the other hand, the occurrence of a wet dry season can be beneficial because it can accelerate reforestation in the forestry sector. Okay, the last is transportation. Increased extreme rainfall and changing wind patterns can disrupt transportation on land, sea, and air. In fact, climate and extreme weather are often the source of various accidents. Ground transportation, for example, is disrupt and even cause serious accidents when heavy rains are followed by landslides. At sea, high waves cause disturbance to passenger and cargo ships that are sailing. Likewise, in the air, due to side winds, tilting winds, and constructive cloud growth, aircraft speed. There are physical and non-physical impacts. The next slide will be continued by Dyah Ayu Saraswati.
Okay, that already explained by my friend. Then what we can do to fix climate change? Firstly, we should understand that we cannot prevent climate change because it's already happened in our Earth. What we can do is prevent or stop the rapid climate change and also to reduce the impact of climate change itself. Climate change have a super close relation with carbon emission. Higher carbon emission we produce, then the higher and the more rapid climate change will happen. We should reducing carbon emission by maintaining carbon stocks. How? For example, we can controlling deforestation, protecting our forests, preventing peatland degradation, improving soil and organic matter stocks. And also, we can increasing carbon stock through planting wood plants. Besides that, we also can replacing fossil fuels with renewable fuels such as solar radiation by using solar cell, wind by using turbines, biomass, and also water flow. The example in our daily life is we can change our vehicle into the electric one. Or if we don't have enough money to purchase it, we can support companies that try to develop eco-friendly stuff. And the most important thing are we should remember that we cannot stop climate change by doing it alone. We should gather together and do what we can do to fix the climate change, even if it's just a tiny move. It doesn't matter because we're not doing it alone. So that from tiny and little part of systematic change we do, together we can fix the climate change. Okay, so that's all from us. Thank you for your listening. May all those we have shared be beneficial for all of us. Thank you.